Hey everyone, just want to throw it out there. Sorry, my lighting is not great right now. Um, and the number two, I just have to show you this. So, right behind me, there's a little like pretend baby crib thing that we keep like some of the kids' stuffed animals in. And there's something hiding in there. Mia! Mia! Look at that cute little old lady. Oh my gosh, she's just so cute. I just can't handle it. So, all right. Anyway, I digress. So, back to the experiment. I have to say, for me, it's not going so hot. I have done what I'm supposed to. I have my one sunny one and I have my one shady one. And then for my big kids, I have my, sandy one that's also in the sunny spot. I've been watering them every day. Um, I try to make sure they're not like too soggy, but I also like don't let them dry out all the way. Um, and I've got like no action at this point. So I'm pretty disappointed in how that's gone for me so far. I know that some people have more successful stories than I do, which is awesome, and others are maybe in a similar boat to me. I know one of my first grade students, Elaine. Hey girl. I know that she's had like pretty much the same problem. Like she's like, I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. Like I'm taking care of it the right way, and just nothing's happening. And so at this point, I am starting to wonder if perhaps because we had the issues initially in sprouting them, that maybe it wasn't sprouted enough. Like maybe we should have had a stem and a leaf to begin with before potting them up. So I'm going to start writing some notes down on what I think might be the reason that things are going really slow. And then, like I told you, I had spilled my beans, right, before when I was coming to grab them to show them to you. And I noticed that my root wasn't any longer. It didn't, it had like the main root, and then it had the little like hairier roots coming off of it. That's the terrible demonstration, but I think you guys get the point. And so there was that. And then I noticed that those roots weren't, I want to say viable anymore. They didn't look like they were really doing too hot. So it makes me really sad that this experiment didn't quite work out the way that I was hoping for it to. But again, I know that some people have had a lot of success with it, which is, I am jealous, honestly. And so, but yeah, it's great that some people have. And honestly, this is a big learning moment for me, even as a teacher. So now I'm learning a lot of different ways. There's a nursery that I follow on Instagram, and I kid you not, like the day after I planted my beans into the soil, they started showing on their social media page that they were doing basically the same experiment as we did, except instead of having like a wadded up paper towel in the middle of it, they just had the bottom of their cup filled with water, so that paper towel that's wrapped around the outside was always soaking water up and always touching the beans. So, and theirs has not looked like grungy or nasty at all. And I want to say they're like a week or so into it, and theirs look amazing, like so good. And so I need to do some research and kind of reassess what went wrong with many of our projects. I want to talk to my students who have had a lot of success and what they've done to maybe get it right. So anyway, that's what we've got going on for this week. I know that it's Holy Week, and technically we would have had really just one class period this week if we were in session, because Friday is Good Friday, and we have the service and all that kind of stuff, and it would have been a half day. So I don't know that I would have seen many of you, if any of you. So it probably would have been a fairly short week for us anyway, science-wise. So I'm still going to be checking in. I'm still going to be, bugging you guys, telling you about stuff. But at this point in time, I just don't think that my beans are going to be doing much. I'm going to keep watering them all the rest of the week. But as of Friday, I don't want you guys to do any more with this project beyond Friday. Wherever you get to is wherever you get to. Fill out your packet as best you can. And if you, just didn't quite get to it, then, write up, a little bit about what happened, what you did do. All right. So make sure that however much of it that you have done, do it all the way. And you could turn it in when we're all done, spring break. So you could return it on the 20th with everything else. And then starting after that, I'm going to be using your teacher's Flipgrid accounts, and I'm going to be posting our videos on there, and then you guys can respond and answer questions, and we'll start doing our lessons like that instead of on YouTube, because it sounds like it'll just be easier for you guys, so you don't have to keep clicking back and forth between different links for different teachers and all that kind of fun stuff. And hopefully it'll be fun to see each other. I know I'm excited to be able to see your faces. And I know you guys are probably, yeah. So things are going to be great. Happy Holy Week. Happy Palm Monday. And I hope your beans are doing better than mine. I know some of you do have good stuff going on. And others, you're like me. You're just kind of like, wah, wah. And it's okay. This is how we learn. This is how we choose to do things differently. This is how science works, people. You make mistakes. And most of the time during experiments, things don't happen the way that you want them to. And I know it's really hard seeing that and experiencing that. But that's what we got to keep doing. You take a look at it and you wonder, what did we do wrong and how can we try it again and make it better? And so I'm totally going to steal the trick with the water in the bottom of it. I'm going to use a taller, skinnier vessel. I just have like a jar at home, like an old spaghetti jar, right? An old spaghetti sauce jar or something like that. And so I'm going to see if that works. I know they did use different beans, but I feel like that shouldn't matter. The other thing that I wonder is, because our beans came in the kit with our science curriculum, is if our beans were old. Like, because the science curriculum, we've had it for a couple of years now, and maybe the beans were past their prime. Who knows? There's so many questions that I have, and so I'm going to be writing it all down, doing my little reporting, and hopefully you guys are too. I'm hoping that, this is bringing up lots of questions and making you want to inquire more and try something again. Maybe, I know some of you have tried again with the Ziploc bag method. And, anyway, I think we're going to get through it and it's going to be okay. All right. We'll see you guys. Bye.